Hey, it's Mark Ferguson. We're back with another virtual real estate video. We are in Upland where we spend most of our time. Maybe eventually we'll try some other virtual real estate adventures out there. I have actually invested in mana and sand, those coins, but I haven't bought any real estate in any of those areas. So Upland is one of many virtual real estate games or worlds in the metaverse, and that's kind of where I've been focusing because it's very affordable, fun, and there's quite a bit of things to do. So I like it. We love the likes, comments, shares. Keep those coming. And I have a real estate investing channel as well, Mark Ferguson Invest for More. And we posted a video recently there on a murder church, a church I bought a while ago that had been turned into a house. We bought it as a flip, figured out someone had been murdered in it recently right before I bought it, and we kind of have a plan now for what to do with that, so you can always check out those crazy videos we have over there as well too. So we are in Los Angeles, where we spend a lot of our time lately because the new cities were released here in Upland. You can buy plots of land, build, do different things, and you can flip properties to make money, collect rent, do all kinds of interesting things in Upland. So today I want to talk about flipping versus minting in an area in Los Angeles in collection areas. So unlike many of the other recent releases, Bronx, Berkeley, Alameda, almost everywhere was minted out immediately in those areas. Los Angeles, it has not happened. Stuff has been very expensive, and there's so many properties. So you still have the opportunity to mint properties in Sherman Oaks, where that's a collection. You can see properties right here. These are for sale. The light blue ones are owned. And these light gray ones you can mint, which means you're basically buying it for the first time at the base price, and you hope prices will go up from there. So there's a number of collections here. Studio City, I think East Hollywood, Los Feliz, Echo Park, Venice are all collections and all places you can mint properties still. So it's pretty interesting. And what strategy do you use here? So I'm going to show you kind of what I've been doing to make some money, and it's been working pretty well. And what I did here earlier today, I went on a little bit of a buying spree and show you why. So first off, there's a couple ways to see what properties are for sale for here. So you can see right here, here's the neighborhood, these dark lines. If you don't know how to get it, you click that, see on the bottom right, that little arrow circle button thing, shows you the neighborhood. Here's the neighborhood name. This is a collection. And we can scroll in so that most of the area is in your screenshot, and then you click this other bottom right button over here, the building, I think that's what that is, and I'll show you everything for sale in your little area here, starting with the lowest price first. So you can see there's one for sale for $13,500. That's cheap. You know what? I'm gonna buy that. Apparently I'm continuing my buying spree, even though I said I was planning to save money for the next city release, which we don't know when that will happen or where it is, but rumors are it might be Detroit. So yeah, we just bought that property. Anyway, but this doesn't show every property, right? Because obviously if I scroll out, there's more up here, more at the bottom, but now I'm getting other neighborhoods here, or if I click on this button, then we have really cheap properties because they're not in that collection, they're just outside of it. And you scroll out, and it was up here, if you saw that square up there, that area. But we can go to a site like upxland.me, and that will show us all the properties for the most part. There might be some errors, not completely perfect, in a collection. So we can, I don't know if you can see where my face is, but right underneath, I can click on the city Los Angeles, say it's for sale for UpX, say I have the sale price, and click on collections and see what collections we have. East Hollywood. We're looking at Sherman Oaks because it's one of the more affordable, probably the most affordable collection area, I think. And it's where I've been buying properties lately. So we do search, and we can scroll down here and see all the properties for sale. Oh, the floor dropped. Dang it. That's interesting. I'm going to have to buy some more properties in there. Okay. So we have that address. We can go back into Upland, search for a property, type that in, hopefully. There we go. No, not New York. It doesn't show up here. Is that it? No, that's not it. Weird. Okay. We're going to scroll back in here and see if we can find that property. We'll start up higher. There's one. There it is. I wonder why it didn't show up. Okay, 12.5. Okay, so apparently we're going to just buy some more properties here and spend some more money. But the reason I'm doing this, I'll talk to you in a little bit. And buy that one too. Is the floor has been raising in most of the collection areas. And I know that because I bought properties in a lot of them in East Hollywood, up here, Echo Park, Los Feliz, Larchmont, Westwood. I've bought properties that were much cheaper, put them up for sale to make a profit, and they've been selling. So I know that kind of tells me the floor is raising. I've looked at prices. I can see the floor rising and rising and rising. Earlier today, when I was buying properties in Sherman Oaks, the floor had raised to over 14,000. Like I just showed you here, there were a couple here, 12.5, some under 13. And I haven't seen prices that low all day until I decided to make this video. But because the floor keeps raising, I've been buying some of the properties that are for sale and very cheap. Look, I just sold the property. There you go. What property is that? We'll look at it in just a second. But right here, this one was in Sherman Oaks. I sold for $15,900 this morning. And so that kind of got me interested. I'm like, oh, if my property for $15,900, kind of in the canyons up here, or mountains, sold for $15,900, and I know the floor is kind of around 14, that's a good indication as well. The prices are probably on the rise. And so I found 6 properties that were like 14,000, which was the bottom of the barrel floor this morning, and just bought all of them. And you can see right here, I'll click on them, paid 14, which I thought was a super cheap price, and now the floor dropped on me. But anyway, I'm buying these that are already on the market. Yes, I'm paying 5% to purchase them when I could be minting properties. And why am I doing that? Well, what I can also do, which is cool, on upxlend.me, and I don't get paid for this or anything. Not sponsored by this site or anything. I just think it's fun and easy to use. I can go here and go to unlocked. If you didn't, here, I'll scroll down. Hopefully you can see it says unlock status, sort by mint price. And this will show me the cheapest properties you can mint in Sherman Oaks as well. And it was 19,000 this morning, and now it's 20,000. So these are disappearing. Now I'm sure you can get some more expensive ones. I'm guessing there's a lot of properties in Sherman Oaks you can mint, but let's scroll over just for curiosity. We'll see what price we can get up to. You know, 44,000, and we can keep going. But my point is the base mint price is 20,000, but I can come on here and buy secondary properties for 13,000 or 12,500 like I was just doing. And because the mint price keeps going up and the secondary market keeps going up, you know, it's kind of I think a really good play to just buy properties at that low mint price. And honestly, I've been waiting a couple days. The prices keep bumping up, and I can make a profit in those couple of days. So I've, like you saw, just bought a bunch of properties in Sherman Oaks, and then I'll just turn around, you know, basically to figure out if you're making a profit, just take 10% of this. And so if you take 14,000, multiply it by 0.1, 1,400, add that back onto 14,000. That's about your break even. Might be a little bit more than that because you have 5% of 14,000 and 5% of whatever you sell it for. But if I basically sell it for more than 15,500, I'm going to profit money. So I can, you know, put this up for sale for, let's say, 16,400 because I want to make more than a few hundred to make it worth my while. And just slowly make money doing that. And it's been working pretty well. Now it can tie your money up for a little bit, but I don't have anything super crazy that I'm wanting to spend my money on right now. And I think it's probably going to be a while till they release a new city. So this is one way just to make a little bit of money and, have some fun as well in a collection. And that's one thing too. You could do this in other neighborhoods that aren't collections. You can go up here and probably mint properties for, well, that's an FSA, 6,900. That'd be nice. That'd be guaranteed money. But those are all there's 8816. I could go mint that right now and be much cheaper, than in the collection, but there's much less demand outside the collections. People like collections. They want to be inside the collection, so that's why I'm focusing there. Much easier to sell properties there. So again, we bought some more properties up here, kind of the same thing for 14,000. Sell them, and we'll see, hopefully prices keep going up, can make some money, keep increasing net worth, and it's kind of fun to buy and sell like that. And then I also can go to wherever those properties I just bought were for 12,500. Nope, that's another one there. And sell those for even less and make money. And just a little fun way to buy. But if you're minting them and you're minting for 20,000, you're gonna be way above that floor. Then you're gonna have to sell them for 23,000, maybe 22,500, just to make a few $100. Whereas here we can sell them for much cheaper, and we probably won't have to wait as long for that floor to catch up. So sometimes it can be better to buy on the secondary market than to mint stuff, even if it's available, just because the floor price is so much lower. And here, like I said, if we want to do our quick calculation again, about it for 12,500, multiply that by 0.1, 1250, plus the 12,500 again. There's your real rough basic break even, but you want to add a little bit to it again. So basically anything over 14,000, 13,800, 39, I'm making money on. But, I want to make more than just a little bit, so we'll do that. And at that price, I'm pretty close to what the floor was earlier this morning. So we should be able to sell those, I would think, unless the bottom of prices just dropped out today and I missed it. But we should be able to sell those pretty quick. And this one too. We'll do that as well. And again, it's not going to make you millions doing this. But, if we think about this is ratios, and let's say we want to do this with a more expensive collection where prices are $70,000. So 70,000, 1, 2, 3. You multiply that by 0.1, 7,000. You've got to see prices increase to, at least 77,500, 78,000 to make a profit. Then you want to add on 1,000 or two. You want to sell probably for 80,000 to make it worth your while. And if you're making, we're going to do some math here. Let's say you make $2,000 profit on a $70,000 purchase price. You're at 2%. 2.8%. Remember that number, 2.8. Where if you make 1,000 on a $14,000 purchase, you're making 7%. So even though we're spending like low dollar stuff, percentage wise, it's not that bad. And if we're doing, let's say, we'll just do this. We'll make this easy. 70,000 divided by 14,000. We can buy 5 of these properties for every $70,000 property. You multiply that by 1,000. Very easy math. We can do that one in our head. You're making $5,000 on these deals instead of 2,000. That means you probably need to make $5,000 on that higher level deal, but you're waiting for prices to jump from 70 to 85,000, which is a pretty big jump. Whereas these, you're waiting for prices to jump from, 14 to 16 or 14 to 17. And that's a lot smaller jump, I think. Percentage-wise, it's kind of like the same. Just in that lower price range, there's going to be way more buyers. People have way more money to spend. It doesn't seem like as big of a purchase. So that's why I think it can kind of be a little more advantageous, a little less risky to play around in these low dollar collections than the high dollar ones, where you really have to, have big profit margins to sell. And there's more risk as well, because if prices drop, right, those prices can often drop quite a bit. Where when you're real close to the floor like this, pretty low valued, collections, that floor, they don't seem to drop quite as much in my experience. They could, but not quite as much. So that's what we've been doing there. And then I've been selling just a few properties. Like I'll just have all my properties in East Hollywood for sale just to make a profit. And then, maybe I'll sell one. I'm asking $37.5. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I won't. What I buy this for? Oops, not the street view. Title, 33. And so I'll make a couple thousand there. But if I sell it, breaks my collection, I'll just go back and usually just kind of do the same thing and say, hey, what's the cheapest thing for sale in this neighborhood? I'll buy that, add back to my collection again, and just put it back up for sale too, just to keep my collections, but buying real low dollar stuff that's easy to sell. And if I sell them, cool, I know I'm profiting, making money, can go back and buy another one. And it's been kind of fun. So Westwood right now, you can see I have 2 properties there, but I don't have my collection. And there you can see there's one of mine for sale right now. Oh, both of them are very low. So they might be selling here too, but we can go to Upland, change this back to UPX, change this back to sales price, click here, do the Westwood, search. Oh, I did not do something. Oh, that's what's wrong. We still have Sherman Oaks on here. I'm like, that is not right. Search. There we got one for $48,999. Oh, look at that, 110, 107% markup. So again, it's like, do I even want to buy a property there? They're so, cheap. There's so many available. Do I want to buy one? Maybe. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. But that's kind of how I've been doing my purchases and collections. And then hopefully, yeah, we keep raising that money up. And if they do announce another city, what if prices drop here again? That could be a concern as well. But I think we'll be okay because people are moving into LA. I think there's more and more interest in LA. People are realizing, hey, there's definitely some good properties here. So I think it'll be okay. So we'll just go ahead and buy this one, then add it to our collection. All right. So maybe we'll see tomorrow if I sold more of those Sherman Oaks ones, how quick they sold, and have a follow-up video to this and see if it made sense to do that, and keep going from there. All right, that's what we've got for today. Thanks for watching. Love the comments, shares, likes. Keep those coming. Like I said, I have Mark Ferguson, Invest for More, the Real Estate channel if you want to see that, and we'll be back with more videos coming up here soon.